Yeah, thank you for this question, because maybe more than 90% of our support tickets comes because of this, let's say, a wrong answer of the question. So what we ask and what I offer, what I advise, first take images in sunny weather. Why? Because shadow affect badly the accuracies. It means that when the sun is close to the middle of the sky, this is the optimal time to take or to capture the images. Second, if you use, for example, DJI Phantom or DJI Mavic RTK drones, which is around 20 megapixel camera, which is the common camera right now in what we see in our system. So no more than 2 to 3 meters velocity per second. Don't fly quickly. Why? Because the mechanical shutter also has its own speed, open and close. So what we advise is to keep moving in 2 to 3 meters per second. It's around 5 miles per hour. And in cloudy weather, keep the speed below 3 miles per hour, because it will not be a sunny, and the resolution will be a little bit blurry. So high quality cameras, if you have a good camera, such like a photogrammetric camera, so high quality camera can handle double this speed or even more. But in those normal cameras, please don't pass the 5 miles per hour. Use only camera with mechanical shutter. It's a recommendation. Ensure at least 75 overlap in both direction of the images, and consider the camera sensor resolution. Considering the camera sensor resolution and considering the ground control points accuracies, and considering the elevation of the camera, all of those 3 parameters really affect the accuracies. And if you want to, for example, if you want to reach half or sub-inch accuracy, you need to establish and to measure your ground control point in half of the inch accuracy. It means that you cannot do, or you cannot measure the ground control point using one touch or one click of RTK GPS. It will not bring you those accuracies, even if you fly in the best, or in the best way according to our recommendation. Finally, what we saw, and we will publish like a white paper for our customer, we highly recommend to fly the camera in 60 degrees from the horizon or 30 degrees from the zenith, because it will affect and optimize the elevation or the third dimension accuracy in the coordinates, and it will improve also the resolution of the building facades texture reconstruction, which is great.
Wonderful. A question came in from our audience as you were answering that. And what is your recommendation for overlap and side lap?
Yeah, 70% at least in the overlap in the direction of the drone, and a side lap, I will say my recommendation is 70% at least. And this is why I say 75% in both. That will be great.